Hi guys, it's Dave Bennett. It is February 18th, 2016, and welcome back to T2HA. I want to go over something with you guys that's a really big deal. I can't show this to you directly, but you will be finding out about this soon enough. We've been talking about already that we have templates and landing pages. Then we got talking about how we're doing all the technical factors on the websites to make them as perfect as they can be. And I showed in the last video PageSpeed insights. So how to understand what we're doing with that. It's a really big deal. That means that we're watching out for HTML validator issues. We're watching out for Google mobility checks, and also the PageSpeed insights are being attended to site by site on future jobs where you're getting services from us. And also, if you get templates and you choose to order that optional add-on, it's worth it. And then beyond that, anyway. So, beyond that, if you already got work done from us and you want to come back, if you want us to go back in and do the optimization for PageSpeed insights to that job, then you can just go to the order form and you can just order it and say, hey, Dave, I already bought whatever, an AMSOL site from you, a kitchen renovation site from you, a who knows what from you a long time ago. I want you to do that kind of optimization. You can come down, and there it is for Google PageSpeed Insights. So you can just go ahead and get it here, and then you can just shoot me a message and say, yeah, Dave, that was me who made the payment. I want it for this site here. Here's the transaction ID. No problem. We'll take care of it. Okay. All right. So there's that. Now, what I really want to talk about now is something completely different, and that's this: classified ads. Websites and directories. As you know, they're very similar in nature, directories and classified ad websites. By the way, what's a classified ad website? Well, if you look at something like Craigslist or Backpage, you're staring right at it, okay? So classified ad websites, pretty much like this. And then you can go into it, and it's got sections, and you can go to those sections. It's got, where you can put your lists and so forth and so on, okay? Now, there's different variations of them, and we've been testing different ones because, everyone's got something like this for sale. So we brewed our own. We home brewed our own. We wrote the page source code for two, and tweaked some other ones to see what we could find out. And what happened was something pretty amazing. So one of the ones that we put out, this is what happened. Let me see. We just set it out there. We built it, set it out, and started it with a couple of sample entries, our own stuff, and then just kind of let it available for the world. It was like, hey, free classified ads, you can come and get them. And we put out just a couple of quick forum links, long enough for some people to go, oh, hey, I could be interested in listing there. And we said, okay, we did our job. That's simple. We just started it. What'll happen? And over the few months that thing was sitting around, it just picked up speed. We don't know where the people are coming from. We don't know why. We just know that there are all these guys who have been finding us and putting their ads up. And actually, we do know to some degree why. Because action begets action, activity begets activity. As Google sees changes happening to a website, they like it. Classified ads, as they start to roll, they just start to keep rolling if they're built right, and that's just it. Well, check this out. We built this one. And within a few months, we got it to 48,000, like 48,500 visitors a month. Okay. About 10% of them are supply. That means that we're getting emails whenever somebody posts an ad. Okay. We get an email that says, hey, someone posted an ad on your classified ad website. Okay. And that's about 5,000 people are posting ads per month now. I mean, the numbers have really climbed up a lot. Now, another 10% of the people visiting, another 10% of the visitors, okay, we're assuming that 90% is demand, so to speak, except that wouldn't be, would it? Because about 10% is going to be bots, Google bots, Bing bots, just people's automated bots or whatever else. So you'd say, okay, well, 10% supply, 80% are bots, and that leaves 10% that's demand. Well, this is better than that because it's 10%. This is converted demand. They're actually doing something. They're responding. And again, whenever somebody replies to an ad, we get a copy of it by email. So we see what they asked. Okay, we see what they said. And so does Backpage, so does Craigslist. They all check, right? Because they want to make sure that people aren't just botizing the site like mad, especially because they're selling their model. Okay. Well, in our case, we're not selling it. We're just doing it for free, but saying, hey, post your ad. on purpose. And you know what we're finding? 10%, about 5,000 people a month, are physically asking questions from the ads. They're literally hitting contact forms or replying, and not bots. These are primarily people asking individualized questions. We looked and looked and looked. So this is cool. This is a really big deal. Do we have some controls in place? Yeah, sure. Quality controls, make sure that's not so easy for people to screw around with it. Yeah. But at the same time, we just put it out to see what it would do. Check this out. Less than 40% bounce rate. This is pretty amazing. Less than 40% of the visitors to the site are bouncing off on the first page. You know how that goes, right? People land on a website and then leave. They don't click on anything. That's called bouncing. They bounced. They hit the site, bounced right off of it. Okay, never went any deeper. All right, we have less than 40% bounce rate. That's amazing. I mean, most people never get anything like that. They're trying to beat a 95% bounce rate. They're trying to get lower than that. They're trying to get below a 90% bounce rate. We're below 40, 38 and a half, basically, 38.8 or so. Crazy. 1,348 main keywords are indexed. That means keywords that were intended with the ads that were put up. Okay, it's very specific keyword activity. All right. Now, no one's advertising this website. That's the point. It's just drawing visitors, drawing traffic, drawing the supplier and the demand all by itself. No effort. We only had to spin it awake. And then after that, we walked away and let it do its own thing just to see what would happen. It took several months to reach 50,000 visitors a month, okay, with 5,000 responses a day. It comes to like, what is that? Yeah, or I'm sorry, not a day, a month. It's something like 6 or 7 a minute, I think. Because if you take 5,000 just for the fun of it, divided by 30, that's 166 or so, divided by 24, whatever. That's, yeah, well, okay, like 7 an hour, all right? Literally 7 replies an hour, 24 hours a day, all month. Pretty crazy cool. All right, so that's 7 people per hour adding a new ad around the clock. Over 14,000 ads so far, by the way. And every few minutes, someone's contacting an ad poster to inquire about the product or service posted around the clock. Okay? Now, where do you fit into that whole picture? We obviously aren't saying put an ad on our classified ad website, although you could, you know, but that's not it, is it? No, we always talk bigger than that, don't we? The answer is, of course we do. We can make custom versions of this entire directory for you. This directory is classified ad site, but this right here, we can make one for you. Okay, this thing that we built here, okay, that's having this kind of results right now, we can make it for you. Okay, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can make it available in as many cities as you wish for markets in the US or the UK or Australia, New Zealand. You can put all of your own ads for your own websites and your own offers into it. You can allow the general market to also put their own ads into it, okay, to make it a lot larger, just to open it up free to the public, make it huge. There are many ways that you can monetize from that. If everyone's pouring in free, you can have a paid model where people can pay to get bumped to the top of the listing once a week or whatever, once a day for a week. Or you can pay, they can pay to individually advertise in every city automatically instead of manually. Okay, so there's all kinds of cool things like that. It really is kind of like having your own back page, so to speak. Just this one happens to be set up right because we did the coding for it and we're watching the results and we're happy. It's a very big deal. Okay. If you want to make money per lead, think about that. Since you track the messages through the system, you can set this up to benefit the clients you want and just charge them per lead. Now let's take that back to the model of creating either very mini websites or subdomains on a single website, or just extrapolate subdomains on mini websites in many industries, okay, or even times many industries. For nationwide use in any industry, what do you want to do? If you want to push your profits, really push them, have classified ad websites like this, having them can help you greatly. Why? You can create all the subdomains and you can auto insert all those ads in your own classified ad website, right? Let the traffic come and inquire. And every time that you're getting those emails, you're charging every inquiry, right? You're charging the client. Hey, client, every time we get you an inquiry, all right, every time somebody sends you an inquiry through this classified ad network, all right, you owe us whatever you owe us, a buck, I don't know, whatever it is that you're going to charge them. So then if in a few months you push this thing up and you got 5, 10, 15,000 people sending ads a month, oh, it could be $5, 10, $15,000. It could be a lot more. Depends on the industry you do it for, how much competition there is, how high the ticket price is, and if somebody wants to buy, whatever, right? And you can get more than one of these classified ad websites from us, so you can put them up for different industries, or you can use one as a catch-all, or you can have them be for different geographies to really, dial into certain areas. Why? Because the more you dial in, the more Google's going to rank you for that result. If you're doing Pacific Northwest dentists and you're just doing that for a few states here in the Pacific Northwest, there you go. Then Google's going to see that, realize that. Google's going to really work with those sites as being about the area, okay, and about the industry. All right. Google prizes vertical directories and horizontal directories more than websites. They're worth more. Okay. Vertical directory means, and same goes with classified ad sites. Classified ad sites and directories are pretty much the same idea. One kind of charges per ad, and the other is just sort of a directory charges per year, instead of per ad per week or whatever. And then there are free directories, and there are free classified ad sites. They're kind of all the same thing. What's the point? Google prizes them higher. They tend to give them better scores. They tend to rank better. They tend to do more. And so you can gather all this link juice and you can direct it your way. You can put a footer into the bottom of every page of the website. Really, that's for you. So all those page visits have that footer in it that comes back to you. You can pick up so much link juice from something like that. And you can set it up and you can offer to a client, hey, client, you buy, if you're a larger client nationwide, buy 100 websites stacked from me. We're going to put them all in a classified ad that we built for you. All this kind of thing can be done. We can even build it. And that's just it. We are building this kind of thing right now for our clients, and you can build it for years. We're just starting to, because we're opening it to the public. We've just been talking to our main clients about this. And we are literally getting into this with everyone who wants to go this far. It's huge. So what happens when you create the best websites out there? And then you also get quality backlinks from your own classified ad sites, and you can pick up leads from them. And you can even get paid per click, in essence, paid per lead. This is the perfect model to do it from. It's stronger than doing it from a website. But also, if you're doing this for a client who needs a website, you set up the classified ad site and the websites for the clients. Are we going to sell these standalone? Yeah. Are we also going to sell these with T2HA websites? Yeah, because you know what I would want to do? I would want to create websites for all the dentists in the nation and set them up on different classified ad sites. So I'd want to do all that and do subdomains on all these different websites. I'd want to start with like 25 or 50 websites that I get all set up individually, whether I did it myself or paid to get it done. And then I'm going to spin them out, and then I'm going to stick them all on the classified ad sites in their different regions. So I have like 3 or 4 classified ad sites for different regions. Maybe depending on your budget, start with one. And I'm going to get a hold of those dentists and say, hey, I just got you a lead. Every time somebody gets a lead for the first time through there, right? Every time I get a mail that somebody inquired, I'm going to contact that guy myself. I'm going to read it, make sure that it looks like a good mail, the one that the company's going to want to reply to. I'm straight going to contact them and tell them, hey, I just did this for you. Should I keep this up? Are you willing to pay me $1 a lead? Because I think I can get you a lot more. Or if somebody's paying me for the job, great. Now I'm going to have one or more dentists paying me for the job to go over their area with a bunch of websites and then classified ads, and then just charge them per lead. So they can buy the websites from me, and then with the extra profit I get, I'll set up the classified ad website if they're interested, and I'll charge them a certain amount to be involved. All right, and then every time they get a lead, then they owe me a certain amount, whatever. So anyway, we can do really big productions for you now in an industry you want, okay? So if you're interested in what a $5,000 to $20,000 project can do for you today, meaning a bunch of T2HA websites all set up with top quality coding and everything else, along with the copywriting, along with standard directory listings and citations out there, and all of them having like a social media link to the classified ads. See our classified ads on the classified ad website. Okay, then all of these websites are gathering link juice. They should be on your server, by the way, and they should be pointing at the classified ad website on your server, by the way, so that you're setting up this massive network, right, that you can sell off one day for retirement money. In the meantime, you can spin off more websites for guys who are going to rent them from you or trade you goodwill, go out and put out more backlinks to their own, okay? Or even help you put a bunch more listings in the classified ad directory to make it larger. You can benefit people by just grabbing people out of the blue and putting their listings in your directory for free, just to make it larger. So Google takes it more seriously. Isn't that wild? This is really an interesting thing to set up and get rolling. So give me a call if you're truly serious about it. If you have enough budget, don't call me if you don't, because the conversation can be an hour and a half, right? Don't call for fun. You'll see more videos about it and stuff like that as time goes on, different things we do with it. But if you have a budget where you can do this and you're interested and you're saying, let's talk this out, give me a call. Because where we're going is as far as anyone goes, and we're doing it for very large clients and learning from them and putting that knowledge back into new quality, new ideas, new directions. That's how we even got this far in the first place. How is it that we can do all this stuff? Because we're learning at this incredible speed how to do really big productions and how to do it in a way that Google measures as highly as anyone can. Okay, the best websites in the market for the price. We believe we have them, and you do too, because you're very happy with the websites we've done for you. We've seen that. Everybody says so. That's what's great. So just hang in there for the ride. It keeps getting better and better. Jump in, give me a call. You want to play hardball and actually make something very large happen? Let's talk about the strategy that works best for your needs and see if that's going to do the trick that you want, if that makes the most sense. All right. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to chat with you. Whatever you want. Take care. Have a good day. And yeah, hang in there for the ride. It keeps getting better. All right.